Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I wanted to talk today about how much I really do enjoy and love being a father and why it's okay to be like a little bit vulnerable and have your kids be vulnerable to you, to trust you with the things that they are insecure about. It's so important to have trust in like any kind of relationship, especially with like a significant other or just, your kids in general. If your kids can't open up to you and tell you the things that they are vulnerable about and you do not know what they are vulnerable to, then how can you defend them against those things? There's been this big misconception that I have noticed on the To Be Better podcast where they talked about how vulnerability makes for like someone to be weak. It's like they're weak and spineless and cowardly if they are vulnerable. So women, they asked for a vulnerable man. And they see that as asking for a weak man, but that's not something that women asked for. Women don't go around asking, oh, I want a weak man, a spineless man that I could walk all over. They don't do that. They don't ask for that. The whole point of being vulnerable is because you are. There is no person on the face of the earth that is not vulnerable. You are not immune to being stabbed, just the same way that you are not immune to criticism. You're not immune to emotional attack. And it doesn't have to be emotional criticism for you to take it emotionally. So if you take something emotionally that's just basic criticism, like it's okay to be vulnerable, then yeah, of course we have a problem there that you need to figure out yourself. And it's not everyone else's problem to figure out for you.
This is real simple. Everybody wants a vulnerable man, right? That's what we're told now. That's not what you guys want. You don't want a weak, frail, pathetic man. You want somebody who has direction, who can articulate honestly what's going on with them.
Articulate honestly what's going on with them is basically exactly what being vulnerable is. All right, so every man has a weakness. Every man has a kryptonite. Nobody's invulnerable. No one's invincible. There's always a weakness that somebody has, and that is your vulnerability, no matter what. You are not undefeatable. You're not impossible to take down, right? So the point of sharing, being honest, like how you said, being honest with your significant other is to share that vulnerability in the essence of you have this knowledge. Knowledge is how you win wars. You can defeat me with this knowledge, but I know you're not going to because I trust you. That's the trust. It's a passion. It's a romance. That's the point of being vulnerable in a relationship, is to be more romantic. It isn't to be weak or spineless or whatever the fuck you're saying. This is an absolute horrible fucking take. This is a fat fucking L from them. Effectively, the point of letting your loved ones know what you are specifically vulnerable to is to ensure your trust in those people, your trust in those loved ones, that they will have your back and defend you from those things that you are vulnerable to. And it's so asinine for people to just be like, oh, well, I'm not a vulnerable man. I'm invincible, like mindset, like nothing can anger me, nothing can piss me off. There's always something. It doesn't matter how much testosterone that you put into your body. It doesn't matter what your routine is or how many books that you read. It doesn't matter how many followers or how many subscribers you have or how many people you have backing you, telling you that you are right. There's always something that another person will have that will be better than you. They'll be stronger, they'll be faster, they'll be smarter, they'll be more keen and cunning. There is an infinite number of things that you will fail at no matter what. That's the whole point of failing and learning. So to be vulnerable with your partner is 100% normal. That was a misconception that got brought up in some comments, and I did respond in a TikTok to a YouTube short covering that topic, because it was just a completely asinine perspective to say that, wanting a vulnerable man is the same thing as wanting a weak, spineless coward. I've noticed that there's been a lot of drama between a lot of people over their content that has nothing to fucking do with me or my children or the way that I fucking raised them. And they talk about my kids on a very regular basis, acting like that they're going to be completely fucked because of their drama. And it's just not going to happen because I'm not going to let it happen. And I've told people that forever. I really do appreciate everyone that has supported me through all of the just nonsensical shit that has come from all those communities, like the ones supporting that content. And I don't care about the mental health content. Now, there's just a lot of content creators and a lot of people that deserve criticism. And if you are vulnerable to criticism, maybe don't delete your comments in hopes that people just won't see all the people talking about the bad things that are being spread about you. I like to address issues directly. So when people have issues with me, I address them directly, whether privately or publicly or both. I think it's very important to address your issues directly. I definitely go out and I will make sure that I say what I need to say about people need to say when it's necessary. So for the people who have gone around and spoken ill things about my children and about how they're apparently like one's apparently special needs when that's never been like anything documented, and one they know things about him that's like so personal that they really shouldn't know, and I believe that may have been delivered through their content. I don't know. I don't talk about them. They talked about them in their content sometimes. I don't do that. I keep them as far away from this shit and the tablets and everything. They don't have any of that shit. I genuinely dislike this shit. I don't like social media. I don't like Roblox. I don't like Fortnite for children. All that shit needs to stay the fuck away. My kids are playing PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 every now, and that's limited because they need to learn things, especially during summer break or winter break. They need to sit down and learn things and read and write instead of just fucking popping stupid ABC song content on for your kid. There will never be anything that is more important to me than those kids, and I will never stop defending them, and I will never not call people out on their shit when they try to go and publicly like roast them for things that my ex-wife and her husband have said. I'm not going to be okay with it based off of what other people have said. No one even fucking cares what I say, right? It's just all about them, and it's not very so much frustrating for me about like them and their content. It's just frustrating for me about what people say about my children, because it just really should never be on people's minds. It really shouldn't be coming out of people's mouths, but they're gonna do it, and it's really pathetic, and I just wanted to point out that it was pathetic. So thank you for watching, like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video, gaming or rant, whatever it is, or like current event. I do things, whatever. See ya.
Complete.